All right. What is going on, bro? Josh, you're down in my basement. I've got 3 spots left. Let's hope we can get it filled tonight. Little snake draft PYT mixer. Is some of the newest. Not so new. Very old. 1952. All right, not really 1952. 2022. Tier 1. Some Bowman Chrome. Some Chrome. There's a link to the post where it is. Not on the website. It was just a, I don't know what you want to call it, but just a live rip. Oh, it's always live rip. I don't know. Live sale. Anyways, 3 spots left. It's $100. You get 3 teams. You'll get to pick your teams via a draft. And yeah. And just welcome in. No baseball tonight. No football. Got some basketball. I made 1 bet for basketball. I always do that, the king of the court thing. So I usually do a couple times. And last year I won some money. If you pick to make a bet on somebody, like to get points or what, not even, I mean, or rebounds or assist, and then if they get the most for that day, you get a share of some $2 million or something like that. So, right, what's going on? So I did that. Don't know how it's looking. I need to go look here. I think I put Shea to have. Oh, it's not looking good. To have 30 plus points. He's only at 19. There's 2 minutes left. He's not going to the most. That's for sure. I don't know. Anyway, what's up, Ray? How's it going? Again, 3 spots left. It's a little bit more on this one. Normally the snake drafts are pretty quick. This one's probably the most expensive snake draft I've ever done at $100. No Cardaholic. He had mentioned maybe take another spot. Or actually he asked for it. He said he'd take 2, but we do 1 of these. I'm half tempted to open it up for people to grab 2 because it's been a whole day now and not another spot has moved. So we'll see. We'll give it a bit. Mark, what's going on, man? I guess maybe if it's a close game, if it goes into overtime, get a couple baskets before overtime, and then maybe into overtime and get his 30. I don't think he's gonna get the most. Who knows who has the most tonight? I don't know. I'm gonna follow the NBA. I know the Thunder won it all last year. That's what I do know. That's about it. And I know they got SGA. What a big losing streak. Mark, sorry, Collins did not get that touchdown last night. I think I was calling him Nico Horner last night. I thought about it later. I'm like, was I calling him Nico Horner? Played for the Cubs. I was laughing later. I was like, oh my goodness. I think I said Nico Horner like 5 times, but it was Nico Collins. Nico. Baseball's on my brain. Anyways, yeah, again, 3 spots are left. There is always next weekend. I need to do some touchdown parlays. That's what I used to bet in football. That was normally what I would do. But I feel like more success if you did like yardage or something like that and just kind of change a little bit and picked a handful, and you could make some decent money that way. Anyways, and also we got the bounty first time nailed it for the Yamamoto and Otani over there. If we get a 7 or a 77, so if your team hits a numbered card and it's serialized to either 7 or 77, to win that card. The first one. I only have one card. So saw Nala was live. What's up with Nala? He had his mixer up. Is that one getting close? I just got home from putting league. Ray, what's going on? So last week at putting league, I made 25. This week, it was a much harder course. And I got one more. I got 26. And I was not last place this week. Kind of one of the guys I'm with is pretty good. He actually won the first week. He got second this week was off. Lost to the first place guy by 1 in the pro side. And the beginning, he's like, how do you putt? I'm like, I don't know. I just like this, maybe. I don't know. Well, most putt people putt this way with, your hand in a certain way on it. I'm like, mine was close. I just, changed it a little bit. And I like, oh man, yeah, I still suck, but it was definitely more consistent. How this would work? So it's a PYT snake draft. So it's like, think of it as your fantasy team draft, right? A snake draft that way. So there's 10 people in here. So then we will randomize the order of the draft. So the 10 people will be 1 through 10. So number 10, if you pick the 10th team, you'll get to pick the 11th team. And then you also pick the 30th team. The first person will pick the first team, the 20th and 21st team. Yeah. So you get to pick 3 teams. And then obviously, like a normal snake draft. If you've ever been a part of a fantasy league, there was whatever. That's how it is. And then we just do it like normal. Open the boxes and you get the cards for those teams. Pretty simple. It's been a while since we've had one. I used to do them more often. Usually they're good for retail because we can get a lot of boxes into it for still a decent price. But yeah, that's pretty simple. So 10 people are in it. You'll get 3 teams. You can, and also, so you get to choose your teams. I mean, obviously, you don't get the choose of everything for your 3 picks, but obviously, first person, they're going to get their number 1 team. 10th person is going to get their. I mean, they could get one of their top teams. It just depends on who's in the break and what. So you're in, Roger. That. All right, 2 spots left. 2 spots left. Lucky 7 down. There's a link. Or on the screen, it should be rolling. The payment options, either Venmo or PayPal. The PayPal, don't do the PayPal. That is, not the same one that you use to buy from my website, because that one, this break is sent. I'm losing money. Not much, but I'm losing a little bit of money on this break already because I'm selling these below cost in the end. I was just above cost with just these 3. And so at the $100 mark, so I just added this and it put me over. So that way it's friends and family. That way I don't get charged because they automatically, you can't pay me friends and family to my business account on PayPal. So, all right, man, we got you in. 2 more spots left. 2 more spots. And anyways, but putting league, I didn't make them. The most I made on one hole was 3. You get 5 putts. Everyone has like 5 discs. I just use the guy. I mean, it's at a disc golf store, so he has tons of discs and he has a bunch of putters. I went up there. I practiced before too. Just So I just use 5 that he has. But most people, bring 5, and pretty much most people just, they have 5, pretty much the same one. That way it's more of this about the feel of it, I guess. You like the way it feels because they're kind of different, the putters, the lip of it. And at some point I need to find one that I know I like that I can throw consistent. But really there's so many shanks for me. It's so bad. I'm like, I can even throw 3 in a row. Like we were practicing before, and I threw the guy showed me the different way hold. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm like, okay. I was like, boom, boom, 3 straight, and then one just goes, boom, 4 feet right of the basket. Like I said, I did not get last this week, so improved my score by 1, and was not last. It was a much tougher course for sure. There's some of the holes were just pretty tough. But I made 1 on each of the long one. There's one that's about 30 feet ish. I made 1 each time on that. The first time, man, I almost made 3. I just hit the chains and then just kind of didn't stick. Didn't stick. All right, fellas, gonna have 2 more spots. Hopefully we can get this in here quickly because it does take a little bit of time to do the draft. About 20 to 30 minutes. Just depends how quick everybody is. And hopefully everybody that's already in. So obviously Ray's in, Ray K, Ray V's already here. He's in. Mark H, and then we'll need Card Deal. I think he usually just lurks as of late. And then Tom, Cardaholic, he's probably barbecuing. And we got Lucky 7 here, so. And Craig, if I didn't mention that big whore. Tom's here. And if you're not here, I will just pick for you. Pick the best team. Or if we get down, to your second pick, if it's, 18 or whatever, then I may just start picking the teams I know you like. So I guess where I play the putting league is also where I get a lot of my cards. Some of my cards, some of my cases. He had the megas and the 10s for the holiday, but he honestly wasn't sure. It's like, I don't know honestly when this comes out. I don't know if it's next week, but it's supposedly maybe tomorrow is when it comes out. But I don't like how the changes they made last year. This year I think there's even more changes. And they added there's a few different kinds of megas. The 10s. They did it last year. There was the 10s and the megas, maybe something else. They had the advent calendars. So, and some other format, I think. So multiple formats. And it used to be kind of fun because it was more all about, you get a relic and you get a shot at an auto, a long shot. But it's about getting the different image variations. Whatever. But with the different holiday decoration on the card of some sort. In 22 was a lot of belts and hats. And then I don't remember much from 20. Yeah, 24 had antlers and all kinds of different things like that. Still hats, but it had some different ones. 23, remember Bobby's, the ball turned into a a glass ball for tree decoration, whatever. But last year, they had multiple levels of it. Last year they only had 1, and then they messed it up. Paul Skeens didn't even have a variation. No he wasn't wearing any kind of hat or, you know. And then there's previous. I don't remember years before because I didn't open them before 22. But in 22 and 23, where it had the 3 different levels of a SP, a SSP, and then a SSSP, I guess, whatever they called it. The last year, lots of different parallels. Again, I think they were just, that's kind of where they're going to. They want lots of parallels in all the product. So yeah, like you too. Also, so it's a little bit more. I think also the fact that, I mean, again, I only allow 1 spot per person. Just to kind of make it fair. That way, I mean, if we got desperate, we could. Or honestly, maybe if we don't get moving, maybe I'll just take the last spots. And maybe like one of my teams, Craig's here. Then one of my teams, I would just take the last 3 or something like that. Just that way, everyone. And then I'll just, you know, and then everybody kind of has even better odds. It's going slow. I want to get this in. I mean, I'm already not making money. I'm not going to make money. I might as well have a shot at some cards. Yeah. Maybe we'll just do that. Oh, I don't know. I may just try to find, honestly, there may be a couple, like, I'd say lesser known people that more like, and maybe some Mike Bowman first. I've been thinking about maybe just starting to trying to find some cheap Bowman first autos, maybe some good parallels. I have guys that still have, you know, a huge shot, but they're just nobody's right now. And just kind of, you know, or some guys that, you know, that have good potential, but they aren't going for a lot. Like today, actually, I bought a refractor auto for $10, and which is cheaper than what they're going for on eBay, but I got it for $10. And then a couple other guys, just you know. So one guy is Kale Fountain, partly because I learned about him because the guy in my card shop was talking about him, but then just what I've been reading about him. He had Tommy John. He's a third baseman, but he had Tommy John. So I think he was still playing a little bit, but he was playing first base, I think, just because of the arm. But, you know, so wasn't fully ready to go. I think he did play some. Someone like him, if I'm going to be trying to find some cheap stuff, and that's more bobbies, maybe if I can find some good deals on some of the bobbies I've been hunting. Most of those bobbies are pretty expensive. I mean, hundreds of dollars. That's probably what I'm after. Anyways, yeah, if we could go a few more minutes, I'll probably just take the last 2, and what I'll do is I will just be stuck with the last teams, and for one of my spots, it won't be in the draft. So we only have 9 people in the 9 teams or 9 in the draft, and then I'll take the last 3 teams just to make it, you know, probably the Marlins. Well, I don't know. Actually, the Marlins may have some draft picks, and Bowman Chrome, I can't even think, but maybe not even actually. Can't think of any. They had a couple in Bowman, but anyways, so I may just do that then, and that's fine. That way we can get this in, and I maybe I get my Royals. I can pick the Royals, although really not a ton of stuff for the Royals, just mainly Bobby Witt. No real rookies in any of this except for this one, but even this, that's there's no honors or anything crazy. So maybe that's just what we'll do if everyone's fine with that. I think I've seen everybody but Card Deal. So Ray, I don't know if he usually maybe he doesn't usually get too vocal anymore in the chats, but he did get a spot. And you may even just have to pick for him. Well, that way we can get it in. We can get it rolling. Because like I said, I think we've seen everybody else that's in on the list again. Yeah. Just and Cardaholic. We haven't seen a Cardaholic. But 720 there at West Coast. I haven't seen him. But he's probably barbecuing. It's always barbecue. Go and okay. And that's usually what I do. Yeah, it's best available. Hey, Drew's here. Never mind. He's here. So okay, that's what we'll do. We'll just do that. We'll call it good. I'll just take the last two spots in the break. So and we'll just randomize 9 people, me with one of them, and I'll take whatever the last 3 teams are. And that way kind of everybody also will have better teams because you'll be picking sooner. So just a little bit. So we'll just do that. Put my name in here. See, and then again, I'll be stuck with the last 3. That way we can get it in. Okay, sweet. And then maybe, well, I think I should be able to get my royals. As long as I don't hear it. I mean, normally I don't get in the breaks. I know there are some breakers that do get in their own breaks, or will take the spots. If they're doing like they're just not selling out, like this one, not selling out. They'll take the spots, or even if it's random. Okay. If I get a 7 or a 777, I'm gonna keep my card. Just kidding. Here we go. Here we go. All right, come on over. Here we go. So I don't need to do any of the teams. I got it all big. It's 19, so everybody can see it. I think if you should be able to see it fine. So we will randomize this once, and then again do it 7 times. And that will be 4 teams, or the draft order. So again, there's only 9 of us in the draft, so everyone will get better picks. So if you're 9, it's the last one, instead of getting 10 and 11, you'll get 9 and 10. So one more, and then you'll get stuck with 27 instead of 30. So whoever's number 27, the last pick, will have actually a choice of 4 teams. I thought about maybe like when we just had 7 people, seeing if people wanted to just like pay 3 spots at $100. I was been $100 or $300, but maybe the 7 people, if they just want to pay $30 extra, they could have an extra team. So right now the teams are 33, and then I would have like randomized, or maybe kept the teams, or just randomize them to 2 people, got an extra team, but. Just ideas that rolling through my head, ways to try to get this movie. Anyways, here we go. That looks weird. There we go. 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Am I really on top? Oh boy. I can't be first. I can't be. I'm going to move everybody up 1, and I will be 9. I'm not going to do that. Everybody up 1. And then I will be 9. Yeah. Whoa, not that way. I guess it doesn't matter here. I can do this. Copy this. Order. Okay. Cardaholic, you are on the board. You got the first pick. And then Tom, then Lucky 7, then Ray K, then Mark H, Ray V, Big Horror, and then go. I'll actually get the last 4 teams. So lucky me. Anyways, Cardahawk's taking the A's. Good choice. That's probably who I may have picked, honestly. If I had the first one, I probably would pick the A's. But that's definitely, I mean, just a shot at some Nick Kurtz. Yeah. Then even Angiato. All right, Tom, you're up. Then Raphael, you're up. And then Ray K. Then Mark H. Then Ray B. Greg. Then Cardeal. Nationals for Tom. All right, Lucky 7, you're up. This draft should go a little quicker too. It's less people. So Lucky 7, then Ray K, then Mark H. The A's and the Nationals are off the board so far. What's the third best team for Bowman? Well, probably one of the best teams is, I mean, the top guy is a Giant. I don't, yeah, they're one of the best teams for Bowman because of Josh. But there, yeah, quite a few. I think the Dodgers. Can't go around the Dodgers. I don't know what they have for first, but I mean, they got rookies and Sasaki, and then obviously Ani. Ray Case taking the Giants. All right, Mark H. Hutch, you are up. Giants are off the board. I don't even know who I would even pick, honestly. My brain's kind of fried. I have to do. I mean, it's a lot of concentration, and it's that it wears me out. Doing the putting league, I haven't played disc golf in a long time, and done a whole lot today. Worked real hard, doing nothing. That's down here. I'm thinking about having a card sale on Friday night. My wife and daughter, my oldest daughter, they're going to Wichita for the varsity tournament. She got to go suit up for it. I don't know if I play or not, but she's taking the Yankees. Could definitely never go wrong with the Yanks. But so yeah, so I may be having a card sale. I have already a bunch of a bunch, but $82 cards and maybe $43 cards, and then some 4 and 5, 6, and then some other cards that are more than that. So I just by the next few days I will be working on that, and then hey, it'd be fun. World Series, go live the World Series, have the game going, have a little card sale. Ray V is taking the Brewers. Craig, you are up, big whore. Craig. Milwaukee. Adoptable. Okay, yeah, no problem. It is a 25 Bowman Chrome Breaker's Delight, so 3 hours in that, and then a 25 Tier 1. So pretty much every team is going to have stuff in that because they all have like old people in it, you know. But 25, and then 25 Chrome Hobby, 1 auto, so that's 6 autos, and then a 22 Topps X 1952 by Natural thing. No auto in it, just that 1 encased art card, and then 6 other cards plus one of those a parallel. All right. Let's see. Big Whore said the Mets. Good choice. All right, for card deal, you guys have to help me. I have not even been looking. Who is the next best team to be available? Let's try to get a consensus for card deal. I know he's not going to pick the Royals, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick the Royals for myself. They're not the best available. I mean, unless you guys think the Royals are best available, but I don't think they are. Let's see. So rookies and Chrome, Detroit, Miami, Houston. So the Tigers. What do they have for first? They have the Chris Rodriguez guy in Bowman Chrome. Slade Caldwell. Yeah, they have Chris Rodriguez. Slade Caldwell. He's for Arizona. Wait, they have Salas? He's Miami. Oh, you're talking, yes. Rodriguez is for Detroit. Salas is for Miami. So, okay. We think maybe Detroit then or Miami. And even the Astros have a lot of guys too. Well, there's a Rodriguez also for Houston too, right? I think. And then they have a couple other guys like the Zach Cole kid. But a lot of hits. Charlie Condon. Well, he doesn't have he's not a first in Bowman Chrome. He was a first in Bowman. Or in Bowman draft last year, actually. Was he in? When was his first? I remember now. Okay. Well, he's going to get 2 picks pretty quick, so he can have a couple of those teams. So we'll do Tigers. Who am I going to pick? I'm going to go Pirates because I want some Paul Skeens. That's what I'm going to go for. Just because. All right, so then who would card deal? You think Miami then? For card deal's next pick? Or Houston? Ray, you let me know. I'm gonna let you pick for him. Also, they know that are rookies potential. Houston or Miami? Houston, I know gets lots of hits, but I think that I do want to say that one kid is pretty high up there, the Salas kid, but that's not. And Ray, that's not an answer. Don't be like my wife. Pick a damn team. I don't want to hear Chick-fil-A or Chipotle. I want to hear an answer. Miami. There we go. No, you hate that. You're like, hey, no, just pick a place. Just pick a place. All right, Craig, you're up. Craig, you're up. Then back to Ray V after that. Then Hutch, Ray K. So Craig, you're up. I took the Royals and I took the Pirates. Just because, why not? Let's go for some Skeens. Cubs. And I took my Royals because I just shot at some bobbies. Cubs are off. Ray V, you're up. Game day, what's going on? We got this snake draft. We got the snake draft going. So a 10 spot break. I ended up taking the last two. It was going. We got the 7 last night sold of the 10, and then we didn't sell any today. So we got one more sold and we went live. And then after like 15 minutes, I'll just take the last 2 spots. So I'm taking the last 3 teams that are left, and then I was going to take the 9th no matter what, I think, but I ended up with the first draft pick, but I moved myself to number 9. Just happened to work out that way. It actually made it easy for me to move because then everyone else was in order. So then I'm picking 9th, 10th, and then I get the last 4 teams. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun doing it. This one's the one I think the most expensive I ever done for a snake draft. At $100. It was only 33 a team. It's good value because I said I'm actually was losing a little bit of money, like 30, 40 bucks ish, I think, something along those lines on it. Anyways, I'm just, like I said, I'm just looking to move products so I can get some money back. So I have the funds for the money coming up and an extra $1,000, well, $800 in my pocket towards some deals coming up, Oh, it kind of sucked. I mean, kind of sucked. That's what I think. I was rooting for them. I mean, the Blue Jays are a good team. They kind of just sucked that they were up 2-0, and then they were up 3-2, and then last night in the game they were up 3-1, and then. But that's baseball. It was a great game. It was a great series. Went to 7, and the worst part at the end. I mean, it was there's 2 worst things. It sucked that Julio struck out, which I mean, everyone struck out in the 9th inning there. But I was really hoping they'd get a guy on and then have Cal come up with at least a shot, right? How awesome would that have been? Even if he just would have still struck out, but for a chance for Cal to be up, chance to take the lead, 1 swing. But we didn't get it. We were 1 batter away. That just would have been great drama. Would have been, and it was still good drama, right? Because it was just a 1-run game. So yeah, he had a good game. Unfortunately, there was no one on when he got those hits, and then when he was up a couple times with people on, didn't get a hit. But Ray V is taking the Red Sox. Okay, I missed that. Hutch, you are up. Red Sox are off the board. Mark, who are you going with? After Mark, Hutch, it is Ray K, then Lucky 7, and then Tom, and then Cardaholic with 2. Baltimore. I saw that one coming. All right, Baltimore's off. Ray K, you're up. Game day. Not really. I mean, I don't. Not really. No, I don't follow it. I don't know. I wouldn't mind being. I like sports. I think as I'm getting a little older, my kids are getting older, I'm kind of getting back more into sports just because. And not because of my kids. My kids don't care much about sports. But I'm kind of getting more of a fan of it. Because like since Mahomes, that first year Mahomes was starting, I was excited before the season. Cardinals for Ray K. I was actually excited to watch football again. I got burned out about 2010, 2011, too much fantasy. Lucky 7, you're up, then Tom. And I just kind of I would still kind of follow the Chiefs, but wouldn't even like watch a lot of the games. Probably the first couple years I was always I would still watch, and then I just kind of just whatever. And then some of the stupid political stuff that I didn't necessarily agree with, just was being stupid in my opinion. But even just like, do whatever, I don't even care. It didn't help bring me back, I'll say that much. But when I knew Mahomes was going to be the starter that offseason, I was like, man, I'm actually looking forward to football this year. It was definitely Mahomes. That was an 18. And so yeah, I made too, and I've I've tossed around the idea in my head now that Tops is going to be doing football and basketball, maybe dabbling in a little bit. I mean, definitely not going to start doing any kind of breaks, but open some here and there because I know the product. It's kind of fun. So I bought 3 hobby boxes of the new Tops basketball. And I honestly plan on just keeping. I was just gonna get 2 and keep them sealed just to have them to see if maybe they go up in price over the years. Just kind of a cool, maybe one couple of rookies, but also just me in the first set back since Pops has the all the licenses now, and I got a third to open with my nephew. I think. I hope we can work that out, or we can either just open together off camera, or maybe we work it out, do it on camera, and make a little video of it. All right, Lucky 7 is taking Houston. And then Tom's up, then Cartaholic, 2 picks, and then back to Tom. Game day. Hey, what's that baseball broadcast thing that you were talking about? What's the name of that? I should write this down because I always forget about what the name is. I want to call it Game Day. That was your pick? Well, you always got to have an extra pick. You always have a backup. But I can't remember the name of it yet. Just like fantasy, you got to have, a couple picks ready to go. That way, when the person in front of your picks, you're not caught red-handed. That clock is ticking down. Or the pants down. Or whatever. Braves? Tom, is that your team? Anyway, yeah, game day. Let me. What's that thing where you can go and whatever that website was that you can go and broadcast, that MLB game and do the commentary for it. Drew, you're up twice. 2 picks, then back to Tom. Oh no, I know that's your pick. I got you, Tom, for the Braves. I was just asking if that was your team. I'm sorry, like your actual that you root for. Sorry. Angels. Los Angeles. Tigers are your team. Okay, gotcha. Dude, was that a rough month of September? I mean, it was a rough September for my Royals. We were right there. We were closer to the Tigers than the Guardians were. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. That would sucked. Like, it was just like, then I couldn't hear. That was, but they still got the best of them in the playoffs. That must have been a rough month. And the Mariners. I'm hoping the Mariners would be stuck. Just so I have some shots at some Julio. All right. Tom, you're up again. Then Lucky 7, then Ray K. Game day. Game day. What is the name of that broadcast? Is it Game Day? Is that why you have your name, Game Day Guru? Is it Game Day? I'm gonna go. Might as well just go look it up. Again, Tom, you're up. Then a Lucky 7. You just posted it. I don't see anything, Craig. All I see is a little Tom is taking the Reds. Lucky 7, you are up. I'm assuming I'm gonna probably get like the White Sox, the Rockies, and who else? Some of those teams. Where did you post it? I don't see it. No, yeah, you can't post links and stuff on YouTube. Padres for Lucky 7. Ray K. You are up, then Hutch, then Ray V. You say Padres. There you go. Super Padres. Just tell me the name of it. I'm just gonna go and search it up. No, all I'm getting is like an up arrow or like a little like chevron. That's all I'm seeing. Seriously, I don't know. Is anybody else seeing anything different? I've just now twice I've seen it to where it says there's a chevron. Where here? Let me show you. See, that's all I see there, and then there. But do you see what I'm seeing there? Is that you show something different or something? I don't know. It is really odd. Yeah, I don't know why it would do that. Again, Ray K, you are up. But I mean, I got everything else, and it says I just posted it. Oh, so you're saying you have it, and then you put the arrow pointing to it, like you put that arrow in there on purpose. But Rockies, Hutch, you are up. Hutch, then Ray V, then Big Horror, then Card Deal, and then I'll get the last 4. Rangers for Mark, Ray V. You homer and take the fills. Roger. All right, Craig, you are up. Phillies are off. And Ray K, you want to start thinking about a team for Card Deal? I'm gonna maybe say the Guardians, just because he's a Garden fan, but maybe a good pick for him. Just like real quickly, look what's up there. But Craig, you are up. Twins. All right, are we thinking Guardians for him, or should there be another team? I mean, there's a couple of rookies in here for Guards. All right, then. I will get everybody else. I got Diamondbacks. They got a lot of stuff. White Sox, Rays, and those Blue Jays. Ew. I don't want the Blue Jays right now. No. All right. We all know your teams. No, I don't know. It's so weird. Why? I don't understand. Like, what are you typing that it doesn't like? What kind of spam are you trying to put in there that it's like, no, I don't. Does anybody else see anything? I literally, you just email me. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm marking all of myself. Because I don't. All I see is he's saying he sent it. I see it said test. I see 1, 2. Is it working? I will email it to you. Is that okay? Yeah, you can email it to me. I'm looking it up, but I just not seeing anything. Not finding anything that sounds familiar. It should be in the, I think in the description, maybe. It's KC Card Connection. I have two, so I made it to where one, like my actual like one that I check more often, which is weird why I made it this way. With just one in the connection. So that's what like all of my like business aspect stuff, like when I sign up for stuff, all of my accounts everywhere. That way, those emails would go to that, and then the one I put out in public for people to email me has two ins. But unfortunately, I don't get a ton of emails from people. I do, and I have to switch back and forth. I normally am just watching the one through my business one, because that's also if you message me through my channel or through the like chat with me type thing, it goes to that. It alerts me via that one. And then I had like the forward facing one with two ins. I think it is Gmail. Yes. Needed some water. I'll put the teams up on the screen. Just in case people forget who they had momentarily. And let's see this. Here, the teams on there. There are the teams. Oh well. There. You can send it to either one. I just know I said no, like on my Gmail app, it only has like one active, and I think it only alerts me to that one. But it's real quick, easy to switch. I just hit a button, boom, and oh, this one. But normally I have the one that I use more for the business aspect of it, because that's where I'll get I get emails, just about stuff on my website and other things. And then every once in a while I show a switch to see if anybody has sent me an email, and sometimes I miss it for a few days if someone sent me an email, because. All right, here we go. So what we'll do is let's do this order. We'll do the 1952. We'll do the Chrome. We'll do the tier 1, and then we'll just end with the Bowman Chrome Delight. So again, all right, everybody. Appreciate you getting in. Good luck. Good luck to me. I got the Royals. I'm excited for that, actually. I'll definitely take it. And I got a bunch of other teams. I got stuck with a bunch of teams. Nope. Wrong order. You go over here. Oh, and I got Paul Skeens. And yep, I got Paul Skeens. Here we go. Again, this, I said I kind of just threw this in just as a, hey, let's just have something extra in there. Because normally, I mean, I said if I'm trying to remember the math and everything. And there we go. Oh, well, I forgot to cover this up, but we got Julio. Not numbered, but it's Julio. It's a rookie card on the artwork card. So on these artwork cards, pretty much everything is a triangle. If you look, pretty much, I mean, not quite everything, but like, I mean, a lot of the main skin, but any kind of shadow or anything, they're all different triangles put together. Everything is made of triangles. Obviously, like the main structure of the hat isn't, but any kind of detail in it, they're all. So there you go. Again, nothing crazy, but they are thick cards. You can see these are very thick cards. There you go, Drew. I was kind of hoping Seattle would fall to me because of this box. Nice. Very nice. So this is a little bit about it. Why they see. In 1960, hundreds of cases of 1950 Topps baseball cards were dumped into the Atlantic Ocean. Topps has teamed with artists, Natural, to recover the long-lost specimens. So, kind of a cool story with it. It says the email didn't go through. All right, here we go. Nolan Ryan. See ya. A black and white of some sort. And that is numbered to 52. See ya. The Cubs. There you go, Craig. Some sort of black and white. 38 of 52. Again, we got the Ania rookie, Key Brown Hayes. Nice. That's a cool one. This is also thick. Yeah, is it not in the description of this video? I honestly don't know. I would think it would be, but maybe it's not. Maybe I ended up taking it out. I don't know. You can go studio. I'll go look at a description. And also, you can go to my website as well, and you can just hit email me or contact me, and then hit a button, and it should email me as well. It may not be in there. I may not be on the description of the video. I think it used to be, and I took it out for whatever reason. But I know you can go to my website, and there should be a contact. And yeah, that's what why is that with the one in? That's weird. Maybe I changed it. I wonder if at one point then I changed it. So, because maybe I did. I finally got smart because I was missing stuff. So maybe that's what it is. I click on it and it brings it up. Yeah. So it's KC card connection with one in. I have the one with two ins as well. My intention was that because it's spelled correctly, and I took one that wasn't spelled correctly and had it as the business side of it. So that way. Yeah, that was a reasoning. But who knows? Who knows? But I can't copy it. I don't think because it's like a link. Maybe I can. I can. There you go. KC card connection, but with only one in on there. All right, a couple sweet little rookies there. Again, I was watching. I mean, the Royals. I took the Royals because of this box mainly. Nothing in there for. Nothing in there for. Yeah, it's not in there. I think it used to be at one point a long time ago, but maybe I think I decided to take it out. I think honestly, my preferred way of communication is Instagram. Obviously, not everybody has that. Um, it's just easy. It's just an easy way to chat with people. Like I thought about, I mean, many different ways, like even like doing like a Discord thing just for communication purposes. You know, I think more people are apt to get Discord because it's not really social media. I mean, it kind of is. If you get into Discord, I've seen it. Like there is more to it than just, you know, chat rooms or whatever. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. People use it for way more than that. I don't, because I don't know how to. Here we go. 25 Chrome. It's been a while since I've opened some of this. This is the last box of this I have. I have one more. One more jumbo. I still don't understand why it won't let you like post the name of it. Playback is what it's called. Now it works. After all that. I do see that. Playback. I don't know why it was being so sensitive. Playback TV. Oh, were you typing in like playback.tv or something like that? So it was like thinking it was a link. I wonder if that's why then it didn't like it. But I never saw anything. And it didn't even like, yeah, like it won't even let you do it. That may be why. Go. See some color. Starts out. Frankie. Green Orioles. Gunner. 71 of 99. Not a 77, but nice gunner there for Hutch. Abrams. Yeah, I'm just going to type it in. Correa. It's not the image variation because I got one of those. Blanco. Rudio. I mean, and so honestly, like they lost last night. I was upset last night a little bit because I was rooting for him. I was like, it was tense, and then they lose. But like today, I woke up. I'm like, oh, that sucks. You know, I'm not like a true fan, right? So it's not the same. It doesn't quite. Not that I live my life based upon sports teams, but you know, it's my team. I'd be like, oh my goodness, I've been thinking about it more. Like, why didn't we do this? What we could have done this, you know. But only thing I just wish the main thing I wish we could have seen last night was Cal get up in the 9th. I was hoping Julio could get on base. He should have taken that ball 4. He swung at 2 balls. That last one wasn't close. I get it. You know, it's got to be protecting, and pitchers aren't there just throwing foul balls up there for you to hit out of the park every time. That just would have been better. That would have been a better ending. You know, if they would have lost, it would have been definitely the blue. Open C, super. I feel like we're going farther and farther away from the last 1-1 that's been pulled. So I mean, the odds are saying, you know, we should be getting closer. We should be getting closer. Ooh, I don't know if that's an insert or good color, low color. I think it's good. I think it's low color. I don't think it's an insert. Oh yeah, it's orange. We'll save the orange for there. We got a blue coming. Hey, I got a Paul Skeens. Got it. What's up, Adam? Alcantara. There's the auto. That's mine. Nick York. Oh, boy. Nick York, I got the auto because I picked the Pirates with my second pick. Blake Snell. Have they announced game one starters yet? I'm assuming it's going to be Blake. Mariners. Tyler Locklear. That's a rookie. Or Cardholic. Yet to see Andy. Bobby. That's for me. I already have that one. All right. Well, I'm on the stage. Got a hit for the stage. And we got an orange coming. Another Seattle hit for Blake Yamamoto Glass now Otani. I think that was probably the expected. Kind of what they had been doing. I'm on the board. Also, let's see. 53 on that. Not a winner. Not a winner. I'm going to move over here a little bit. My Bobby. Bobby can just go over there. All right, we got orange in the back here. That's mine. IKF. Then Rush rookie. Here we got. Guy with the bat. Astros. Christian Walker. 11/25. Going to Lucky 7. Yeah, I didn't notice any Judge or Otani. So 3 numbered cards and an auto. It's pretty decent, actually. Sometimes you only get 2 parallels and a with the auto. 3. Christian. Dude, yeah, they were pretty pathetic last night. Their offense, it did not look very good. Nico, I think, went 4 catches and like 37 yards. My son ended up losing his fantasy game. And then Mark didn't get his bet. All around. Did not work out for some people. All right. Bring him back. See if we can get. We need a thick one. I feel like we haven't had a thick one out of these boxes yet. Like a real thick, sweet relic. We did have that one. It was the what was it called? The grip. We had that grip insert or grip, whatever they want to call it, grip relic. I don't think it was a auto, was it? All right, there we go. Base card is going to be Armin Killebrew 40/75 for the Twinkies. Sort of silver. Let's see. Do we have extra hits? We got anything really thick? Well, we got a bonus hit. And then that in the back. I'm going to assume this may be a sticker relic auto with that size is my guess. So we'll have our relic coming in here. The base relic is, J-Ram out of 49. 23/49. Card deal. On the get. That's a 100-pointer. It's not it. This is one right here. Yeah, that'd be good for a card deal. We got his team. Jarian, triple relic at a 49. And auto number 1, McRae. That Grant McRae for the Giants. The rookie, 175 of 299. Breakout. Is Grant, right? That's his name? Yeah, Grant. That is for Ray, right? Yeah, Ray K. And that one requires a 75 point, which is my 75 point? Yes. Yes. There we go. Auto number 2. Different one. Benny Brown. 90 of 149. This is the tier 1 shots card. A little bit different design. The Cubs. Craig. And yes, this one, 75. Not a rookie. His rookie was in 24. I got quite a few of his rookie stuff, actually. I think I have a blue auto of his. There we go. So this, I'm assuming it's going to be possibly a relic auto. Game used mem. The catcher. The Yachty. Nope. JT Realmuto for the Phillies. 91 of 149. There you go. You were a homer. Ray, here you go. I'm going to need a thickie for that. That's a thickie. It does. I mean, a lot of times it does. Sometimes you just may not be the best pick on the board, but it worked. Good job, Landon. That's a second box, straight box with 3 autos out of it. Okay, about Hartman. And Twins. All right. I mean, I haven't opened a ton and I haven't watched a ton. Can you get GPKs out of these? There's hobby only. We pulled one from a hobby, I think, and then also from a blaster. Or a mega, I'm sorry, from a mega. They don't have blasters, these. All right. Oh, never mind. I was just confused by the order. Here we go. Franklin. There's purple auto up front. That's weird. Brian Cortesia at 250, 197. Base behind it for Cleveland. Iverson Lopez, another base. Zach Cole again. We had Zach Cole the other night. Then Bryce Eldridge, 210, 250. Premier Medina for Tampa Bay, 110 of 150. Justice Bigby, 2 of 499. Whoa, okay. Bonus auto, Cam Smith, 80 of 99. And then Will Warren was there. So 2 bonus autos tonight. There you go. Lucky 7 on the Melton Mashers, I think these are. Okay. I did not see that coming, but I said I was looking at it weird. It had the numbered auto in front of the 2 base. Normally that's not the case. Very nice. A couple of Houston autos in that. Zach Cole first, and then Cam Smith rookie. Who had Houston again? Lucky 7. There you go. But I have Tampa Bay. I did. I got Ramier Medina. All right. Oh, he's in. So we need 6. No, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I grab 6? Not 7? The case. All right, no Royals. Oh, that's my 100 point. That's not the right one. All right. Let's see. Paul was mine. Nick York was mine. I think that was it. I had 6 teams. Okay, good. Good, because I only got 2 hits. That means all right, here we go. I'm gonna see. Probably what I'll do is the hits I got, I would just give them to people if someone else didn't by chance get a hit, which I kind of think it was a decent spread, except I do know there was 2 Cubs, and remember that much. There we go, and 2 Houston too. 2 Houston, that's 1. 3 Houston. Houston got 3 hits of the hits. There we go. Bryce Eldridge, 2-way player at 250. Cam Smith auto at a 99. Melton Mashers. Zach Cole first. Lopez first. And Cortesia first out of 250. Bigby at a 499. Medina at a 150. What was the other color? Oh, way up there. Bryce. All right, Killer Brew out of 75. JT Homer Real Muto at a 149. On the Relic Auto, Ben Brown. B and a B at a 149. I like that design. It's a little different. Grant McCray rookie at a 299. And then the Relic was a J-Ram at a 499. Triple going to card deal. Also Homer hit. Christian Walker at a 25. Nick York. Fine. Rookie auto. Tyler Locklear at a 150. Gunner at a 99. Seiya at a 52 from the Topps Natural. Topps X 38. Encased art card of Julio. Rookie. No 7s or 77s. I think the closest, there was a 71. That was 71 of 99. That was a close. And then 11 out of 25, just a few off of 7. And then the other. Oh, cat, what are you doing? Scaring me. Nope. 2, 197, 80. That was, close to 77. 3 away. 210. Not tonight. I'll probably keep that going. It'll be fun for the World Series. To just have that, and never do any breaks or I don't know what breaks I'll be doing because I'm literally just about out of boxes. I have a few boxes here and there. So I may just have to see if I go to the card shop, see if we can get some stuff. Maybe some like Inception. See if I get some cheaper Inception boxes. That's kind of good because it's all the 24 stuff in there, 24 rookies. And then maybe because I only have one more box of Bowman Chrome. Maybe he has some cheaper hobbies. I've been liking the hobbies, although said the regular light's been good too. I mean, that's at least 2, if not 3, where I've had a bonus auto. So thanks, Drew, for coming in. Appreciate it. You have a good night. So let's see. I'm gonna go see what we have for hits for people. We can figure out who needs maybe one of these cards, or just someone that just get it. If it'd been a Bobby, I probably wouldn't be keeping my Bobby, but someone can have this. Can have it first. He's a young kid. He's about to turn on the 31st, but he's on turn 18. So he's only 17. And then my Nick York auto is what I got. I got 2. Chrome hobby. Yeah, I may also see if I can get some more Chrome as well. I mean, because I always got all the rookies, from Series 1 and 2. So it's pretty good. Maybe. And they kind of got cheaper. My card shop actually has it cheaper now than. So the last time I bought, I paid $260. That box that we just ripped, it cost me $260. They have it right now for $220. And I even think I can get it for cheaper than that. I've seen. So it's gotten cheaper. So I'm kind of excited that it's kind of down, because usually it kind of goes up and down, but for some reason this Chrome went down pretty quick. So that's one of the things I'm hoping to be able to buy cheap. I may, if I can get a couple cheap boxes just to have for some mixers of the World Series, because I'll be off work, so it'd be fun to do some mixers. All right, I'm going to sort this. Here we go. So, all right. We'll just sort by teams. I'm just gonna. I know where by the hits. Cleveland goes there. They go there. They go there. They go over here. Houston goes over there. Houston. San Francisco goes here. Cubbies above Houston. You go up there. Seattle goes by San Francisco. Houston again. Cleveland. Oh man, there's quite a few teams that have multiple hits. There's another multi-hit team. Another multi-hit team. Cubs. Oh man. Phillies go right there. And Twins go right there. So let's see. Braves, Reds, Nationals. For Tom, he had a Washington hit. Greg, Cubs, Twins, they both hit. Cubs and Twins. Well, you got the base, but a parallel of the base. It's a couple Cubs. Drew had Angels, Athletics, Mariners. He had the Locklear and the Julio. No Oakland or Angels. Case or card deal. He had his Guardians hits, 2 of those. Plus, he had the Tigers. He had another hit. All right, so he got 3 hits. I had Diamondbacks, White Sox, Royals, Pirates, Rays, Blue Jays. I had the Rays and Pirates hits. But again, so those were Lucky 7 had the Astro hits. But no Dodgers or Padres hits, but did well. Was this your last team you picked? Or do you have the Padres last? Right, yeah, there was. Or Lucky 7. Did you pick the Astros last? Or was it the Padres? If so. Nice. So that got a hit. Mark, he got his Gunner. Ray had Rockies, Giants, Cardinals. His Giants got 2 hits. Then Ray V Red Sox, Brewers, Phillies. So everybody got a hit. Everybody got hit. Some got a few more. So let's see. I had the most teams. I only had 2 hits. Washington. You got a lot. You got a lot. You got. Trying to see where this is going to go. I'll just decide. I'll decide. You may get these in your package. I'm gonna get this all shipped out tomorrow. And for you that were in this, I have probably some more for you. If you were in the last 3 breaks, the 2 that other night plus this one, I'll be refunded some shipping as always. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. I know it took an extra day. It happened a lot more lately, and it's end of baseball season. So, but hopefully Friday. Hoping to go live Friday night. Do some sort of card sale. I have some cheap stuff. I want to have more. Maybe we can go live for a few hours. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully I can get some other, some other cards. I'm going to try to find a bunch of Blue Jays and Dodger stuff just to have for fun. Since they're in the World Series. And then, a bunch of other stuff, but really try to find some Blue Jays. Maybe I'll put some of my Ohtani rookies up for sale if anyone wants to pay me $800 for them. Yeah. See what we got. So, I guys appreciate it. Again, if you could hit the like, sub, comment, all that jazz. Go check out Null. I don't know if he's still live. He was live earlier. He has a mixer up. I think he had 9 autos in it. Nala Bear Bricks. So go check that out. And until next time, see you.